welcome. Hang on. We welcome you in to Sal Magley Stadium. We are here live as the Orioles take on the Buffalo Diesel. I'm Andrew Roberts. I'll be your broadcaster for today. And we've got a great game ahead of us. This Buffalo Diesel team will actually be back in July to take on the Niagara Falls Americans. So very exciting to see them here. We'll get into lineups in a second. But first, we just want to take a quick look at this upcoming Niagara Falls Americans season. For those of you tuning in here on the Niagara Falls Americans YouTube channel, I'm sure you're all looking forward to the Americans on this field in 8 days, as well as a road game at Batavia in 6. We will give you a look at their roster for this coming season. And here we are, excuse me. Yeah, so this is every hitter on the Niagara Falls Americans team, and a lot of them are coached. This is the fun story by Dan Brick, who is the assistant coach at SUNY Niagara. He's the assistant coach here with the Americans, and he used to play back in 2013 at the NABF World Series for the Buffalo Diesel. So a lot of these guys familiar with him, and they'll face up against his former team in July 8th, as well as July 21st. Notable SUNY Niagara players here include Gavin Boyle. He's an outfielder for this team, but a lot of them are on the pitching side of things. We'll take a look at the pitchers in just a second here. But yeah, in addition, just such a great lineup that this Americans team has put together. They returned 4 of their hitters, Graydon Miller, Dalton Harper, and Jake Hollins, also coming back. So a great season ahead of us. Should be right in the mix with other teams in their West Division. Muck Dogs, Pioneers, Tarp Skunks, and Doubledays rounded out the playoffs last year. Americans will be fighting for one of those 4 spots in just a few days. And we will move to the pitchers for the Niagara Falls Americans. They return 3, C.J. Hurley, Luke Blandino, and Morgan Shanneman. Matt Barr, likely to be drafted in Major League Baseball. He is attending the University of Tennessee after his first year at SUNY Niagara. There are 6 SUNY Niagara pitchers total on this pitching staff. Includes Morgan Shanneman, includes a lot of relievers, Austin Barton, Joseph Zaja, Matt Kasperwitz. So yeah, great Niagara Falls American season ahead. But tonight, we are here for the Diesel and the Orioles, and that will be getting started in just a second. We will be right back.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
Welcome back in to this broadcast of the Orioles and Diesel. Stay with us for the singing of the Canadian and American national anthems. thank you so much for the Canadian and American national anthems. And for those of you just joining us, it's the Orioles, it's the Diesel, it's Muni AAA baseball here in Buffalo. And I'm Andrew Roberts. I will be here to call all the action today. And yeah, what a game we have ahead. We'll bring you in with this intro video.
That the ace of the Giant pitching staff that season was Niagara Falls native Sal Magley. A league-low 2.71 earned run.
They chose Niagara Falls because of the stadium, because of the history, because they believe in Niagara Falls.
Tickets 716-215-6161.
And where do you play?
We play right at Sal Magley, gorgeous stadium.
Set the 1-0 to Boyle. Is hammered to right field.
Go, baby, go, baby. Go,
Come
baby,
here,
go,
fence!
Baby.
That ball is way out of here.
We welcome you back in to Muni AA baseball. It's the Orioles, it's the Diesel, and it's on the Niagara Falls Americans Network. And we'll be starting play shortly. Teams are in the huddle. Umpires getting ready to go. But we'll start with the Orioles batting first. So let's take a quick look at their lineup. So leading off is going to be the DH, who's also the starting pitcher, Jason Tong. Batting second will be third baseman Matt Ham. CJ Snooze will be catching and batting third. Kevin Walter, the cleanup hitter, in center field. Devin Ferguson, number 1 in left. His girlfriend is in the stands. Number 13, Mark Parent, batting sixth at second base. The extra hitter is Anton Chilvas. He'll be batting seventh. Jason Malloy, the manager as well, batting eighth. He's playing first. Brian Kroom in right field bats ninth. And Connor Dunn, the only lefty in the lineup, will bat last and play shortstop. So our starting pitcher warming up right now is Jason Tong. Excuse me, that is the Orioles starting pitcher. Our Diesel starting pitcher is Jace Burden. 2-2, a 5.4 ERA at Hilbert College. This is his first start for the Diesel. New to the team, but certainly not new to baseball. He has played at Hilbert this year, played a lot of high school ball. One of the younger guys on this team. It's such a wide age range. You have guys who have been here for almost 20 years, and then you have others who are just joining the team, fresh out of high school, fresh out of college. That is the beauty of this baseball league. Anyone can play. Just got to have a bat, got to have a glove. That's about it. And we will have baseball underway here in just a second. It's the Orioles pitcher, Jason Tong, to lead us off. And Orioles will be in their orange jerseys today, the Diesel in their blacks. So Jace Burden conferencing on the mound with his catcher, Aiden Morose. And we will be underway in just a second. And Jason Tong coming up to bat for the Orioles. We are underway here at Sal Magley Field. That one going to be in for strike one, a little bit low. The 0-1. That one fouled off behind the plate, goes into the stands, bounces off one of the seats. And someone going to fetch that ball right now. And a swing and a miss. He is down already. Jason Tong strikes out on the first at bat. Not a great start here for the Orioles, but they have plenty of time to rebound against Jace Burden, the starter.
Batting second, number 5, Matt Ham.
And Matt Ham coming up to bat, also a right-hander. He'll ground that one to the shortstop, and Wagner easily going to get that to first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here as we are underway in the top of the first, Orioles and Diesel. So we've got 2 outs, and up the third batter of this inning is C.J. Snooze. He's the son of Chris Snooze, former MLB player. He's a SUNY Niagara commit, and he fouls that one off way to the right. So 1 strike on the board already on this at bat for Burden. The pitch from Burden, that is going to be high for ball 1. C.J. Snooze, one of the only college commits on this Orioles team. He is very key to making this lineup move. Strike 2 taken right there. And the 1-2. Snooze in position. Grounds that one to Wagner. He's getting his workout tonight. And that'll be a quick out number 3. We'll send it to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
And we are back for the bottom of the first inning. We will take you through the Diesel lineup right here. So leading off is going to be Jacob Victor. He's batting right, playing left. Went 2 for 4 in the debut. Mark DeLeo batting second, playing third. Perfect 3 for 3 on the season. Matt Wiedelsbach batting third, playing right. Nick Jasinski, the DH, batting cleanup. Mike Wagner had those 2 ground balls in the top of the first. He's batting fifth. Neil DeMartin batting sixth, playing first. BJ Stack, the extra hitter, batting seventh. Aiden Morose just signed today to catch, batting eighth. Ryan Baruti in center, batting ninth. And Nick Galenti to round us out, playing second. So our Orioles starting pitcher, as I alluded to earlier, is Jason Tong. His first start of the season. And we are about to get underway for this bottom of the first. So leading off, as I said, for the Diesel will be Jacob Victor. Last year batted .312 with a .792 OPS, a 2 for 4 day in the first and only game so far for the Diesel this season. He played 5 years at Canisius up until 2021. Since then, has been with this team. Canisius, excuse me. And the final warm-up pitches here for Jason Tong as we get ready. Here's Victor. Little conference on the mound in the meantime. And the right fielder a bit late to get out there. Mark Parent taking second. Brian Kroom now headed to right for the Orioles. And here's Victor stepping into the batter's box for the Diesel. As we are underway in the bottom of the first. That one just finds the strike zone on the right side. That one almost clipping his helmet. So we've got a 1-1 count. That one is going to be driven into right field for the base hit and potentially more. Oh, no, it was caught. Excuse me. That'll be out number 1. Ground rule double. So we got a ground rule double on the board. That bounced out. And a quick hit for this one as well. This one into right center. That one going to drop. Run. Will it come in? Yes, it will. And the runner headed to third. That is Mark DeLeo with the triple. The run will score. And a run on the board already for the Diesel with nobody out. Matt Wiedelspach batting third for the Diesel now. And 2 quick hits for the Diesel have gotten the first run in. And we have a 2-0 count quickly. Tong struggling with his command here tonight. Wiedelspach the 2-0. That one inside as well. And those balls have kept coming in that same spot. Inside pitches are what Sal Maglie Stadium is famous for, and there's another one outside this time for the walk. A 4-pitch walk for Jason Tong. Not what you want to see. And that one is going to be into left field for a base hit. And the error as well, so they may go more. A run will score. Yeah, and these guys going to get 2 runs on the single and error. My goodness. This is out of hand. So 3 runs are in already for the Diesel. And that one will be outside for the ball as Nick Jasinski comes up to DH. Swing and a miss. That one falls behind the plate. And the runner will advance to third with ease. Not much of an effort on the pass ball there to catch the runner. Seemed to be a lost cause. We've got 2 balls, 1 strike, and nobody out in this first inning. That one fouled back for strike 2. Our sole runner is on third base. Already 3 runs and 3 hits for the Diesel. That one will be low. We got a full count for the first time tonight. Jasinski, 235 hitter. Looking for his first hit of the season. He swings and misses. And finally, out number 1. Recorded by Jason Tong. Excuse me, that was Wagner. Wagner swinging and missing for out number 1. And Neil DeMartin, the lefty, comes up to bat. That one a pass ball as well. No attempt to come home this time. And Neil DeMartin, the 235 hitter as well, started most of this team's games at first base last year. He's 0 for 3 on the season, but very early, only the second game. We've got 1 ball and no strikes. That one way outside. And Jason Tong loving that left batter's box tonight. Looks like they're going to walk this guy. 3 balls, no strikes. He's been pitching him outside the entire at bat. That one inside. It's a 4-pitch walk. And the run going to come home on the pass ball. It's 4-0. Unbelievable. So only 1 out. DeMartin walks and 4 runs on the board. That one on the pass ball. And finally one in for a strike as BJ Stack, the extra hitter, comes up to bat. Stack swings and misses. That'll be strike 2. Can Tong get his second out here after a 4-run first inning? The 0-2. That one outside. And it has been a parade of runs for the Diesel in this first inning. Double followed by a triple followed by a walk. It just continued from there. That one down in the dirt. As BJ Stack takes ball 2. Steps back into the batter's box. A 125 hitter last year. And that one flown into foul territory. No one will get to it in time. So still 2 strikes, 2 balls in this bottom of the first. 1 down, 4 runs on the board for the Buffalo Diesel. That one driven into right field for the base hit. That's going to hit the wall. Runner headed to third is Neil DeMartin. He just walked, now already on third base on the base hit. And now the 8th batter of the inning coming up on another hit. Aiden Mraz, the next hitter he's catching for the Diesel tonight. He will be playing college ball in the fall. That one popped up. And that'll be dropped. But they get it out at second. So that's out number 2. Runner holds at third. An interesting play. He lets that drop and gets the out at second. Would have been a lot easier to just catch it, but found a way in that at bat. That went outside for ball 1. Ryan Baruti batted .267 last year, 0 for 1 with a pair of walks in the first game of the season. Fouls that one off for a strike. And Tong getting ready to throw the 1-1 with runners on the corners. That's in the dirt, ball 2. A walk would load the bases here. 4 hits, 4 runs for the Diesel in this first inning. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Two strikes, 2 balls. Stack on first to Martin on third. That one grounded to first. Quick out right there. That'll wrap up the inning. We'll be right back for the top of the second.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
This second inning is brought to you by Bully Hill Vineyards. Great place to grab lunch and taste over 40 different wines. Go to bullyhillvineyards.com for more. And we'll take a look at the PGCBL at large. This game going to get started shortly between the Muck Dogs and Tarp Skunks. And back on the mound is Jace Burden. He will pitch another inning after a 1-2-3 first. And the Diesel gave him plenty of run support. Scored 4 runs on 4 hits. A lot of walks, other things going on as well. And we will begin the top of the second shortly. Due up for the Orioles, Walter, Ferguson, and Parent. And Kevin Walter coming up to bat. He's the center fielder for the Orioles tonight. Got plenty of work in that bottom of the first, chasing balls left and right. And that one almost grazes him. Outside for ball 1. Burden a clean first inning on very few pitches, looking to keep that up. But that one low. As Kevin Walter takes ball 2. The 4th straight righty for the Orioles. That one fouled off into the stands along the first baseline. And Walter gets into stance for the 2-1. That one in for the strike. The 2-2 count on Walter. That one low. We got a full count. And Burden already throwing more pitches, or at least as many as he threw in the first inning. On one batter, Kevin Walter. He's working him well, and he'll take ball 4. We've got a runner on base for the first time today for the Orioles. And it's Kevin Walter, the center fielder. Devin Ferguson up next, looking back to his girlfriend in the stands. And here he comes into the right-hand batter's box. As I mentioned earlier, everyone except for the number 10 hitter are righty in this Orioles lineup. The pitch by Burden, a lead by Walter at first. And that one will go in for ball one. And a lead on second, and the steal by Kevin Walter on the second ball of this at bat. So we've got a runner on second for the Orioles. Early in this second inning, they're threatening to make this game closer. Swing and a miss on that one for strike one, though. The 2-1 pitch. That one low. And we would have runners on first and second with a walk here. Trouble for Jace Burden after a clean first inning. That one down the pike for strike two. We've got a full count, nobody out. The runner on second is Walter. He walked and stole. And he will take that one. It's called strike three. And down goes Ferguson. Takes strike three on that one. And Mark Parent up to bat. Fouls that one off. Parent, another right-handed hitter. Manager Jason Malloy coming to collect a bat. He's in the hole. He's batting for this team as well as managing. And that one will be catching the strike zone for strike two. One strike away is Burden for the second out. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. And we've got two down quickly here for the Orioles after the leadoff walk. And here is Jason Malloy, the manager and the first baseman. Smokes that, but it's caught just in the shallow outfield. And that'll be out number three. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second inning.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
We welcome you back for the bottom of the second inning here at Sal Magley. And this season, you can get yourself the latest Americans gear, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, baseballs, and much, much more. Stop by the merchandise stand next to concessions anytime this season, starting at our home opener on June 6th. But tonight, it's the Orioles, it's the Diesel on Sal Magley Field. And it's a 4-run lead so far for Buffalo in the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Diesel will be Baruti, Galenti, and back to the top of the lineup, Victor. Jacob Victor led off the game with a double. And here is Nick Galenti. Baruti not batting. My apologies on that one. Mark DeLeo will be due up. And Galenti swings and misses for the strike. Galenti, the final hitter of this Diesel lineup. He plays second tonight. Takes ball 1 right there. The 1-1 from Tong, that is outside. And the Diesel looking to expand on their 4-0 lead. Orioles threatened with a runner on second in the top of the second, but nothing out of it. They left him on base. Pitch from Tong. That one grounded to the shortstop, and that'll be out number 1. And Galenti retired on the 6-3. Victor coming up to bat. He led off the game with a double, already batting again in this second inning after 9 batters appeared for the Diesel in the first inning. That 4-run first was huge in getting them the edge here. Victor going to take that one low for the ball. Jacob Victor, a great contact hitter. Just 1 extra base hit in 2024, though. And he's already matched that here in 2025. That one way outside. That's behind him. What is going on here? That one will be low and goes outside for ball 3. That one will still be called the ball, and it's a 4-pitch walk again. He's had several of those tonight, Tong, on this mound. And Victor reaching base for the second consecutive time in 2 innings. And Mark DeLeo comes up to bat. That one grounded. And will be a diving play, but that will not come up with anything. It's runners on first and second. And it's the error on the second baseman to get runners on first and second. And Matt Wiedelsbach coming up with runners on first and second, nobody out. Excuse me, 1 out, but nonetheless, a good situation for Wiedelsbach to bat in. Takes the ball outside. The 1-0. That'll be called for a strike on the high inside corner. First and second. 4 runs on the board. That one fouled off. And another one landing in the stands behind DeLeo. Or excuse me, Wiedelsbach. And runner is going, but a swing and a miss. They're going to have to go back. And now the tag and the out at second. So a strikeout and then another out on the run. Back to second. That'll end the inning. We will be right back.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
We are back. It's Connor Dunn up to bat in this top of the third inning. And Jace Burton getting ready to pitch to Connor Dunn. That one fouled off for the strike. And Dunn getting ready to take the 0-1 here. Swings and fouls that one off. Off his foot, I believe. Yeah, a little bit of a limp coming back into the batter's box. Might have grazed his own foot. The lone lefty for this Orioles lineup. We'll take the 0-2 right here. That is bounced near home plate and will be in time for out number 1. That is fielded by the pitcher and back in time to first base for the out. And here comes Brian Kroom. He will bat after Dunn in this situation. A big squat right here. And he takes that one outside for the ball. The 1-0. Swings and misses. One strike, one ball, one out. As Brian Kroom rounds out this Orioles lineup. Fouls that one off. Mark Parent having to catch that for him. And that one fouled off. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brian Kroom. He'll swing and miss. Out number 2 already here on the Orioles. And it'll be Mark Parrott coming up to bat. And this is strange because he's the number 6 hitter, now hitting in the top of the third. What is going on? This team has continued to change their batting order. That one catches him inside for the ball. So the 1-1 count on Mark Parent, who is suddenly batting out of order. And it will be Tong on deck, so they'll go back to the top of the lineup after this. But it appears Parent batting an extra time, possibly in place of the missing Anton Chilvis. Swing and a miss. And down he goes. That's the end of the inning. Tong will have to wait. We'll be right back.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
We welcome you back in at Sal Magley Field for the bottom of the third inning. It's the Diesel and the Orioles. And the Diesel have a 4-0 lead as they come back up to bat. Some confusing situations with the Orioles lineup in that last inning, but now we know what to expect here. Coming up for the Diesel, it's Jasinski, it's Wagner, it's DeMartin. Jasinski singled on his first at bat, then the error got him to second. So one error on the board for the Orioles. Excuse me. Couple of errors happening, but Jasinski steps into the batter's box, got his first hit of the season in the first inning, looking for his second. And that one low and outside for the ball. Diesel looking to add to their 4-run lead. That one grounded to the shortstop, and that'll be bobbled by the first baseman. It's another error. Unbelievable. The Orioles keep making errors, and Jasinski gets to first. Dunn and Malloy unable to connect on the throw. That's the manager at first base. But Mike Wagner coming up to bat. And that one popped up. Will that be caught? Yes, it will. Dunn gets the out after the reach on the error by Jasinski. So a runner on first and one down on the pop out. And here comes Neil DeMartin, the 6th hitter in this lineup. And that one will be grounded down the first base line for a hit. He'll stay at first despite the drop by the right fielder. That being Brian Krugman. It's runners on first and third after that one. Still only one down. And here comes BJ Stack. For the second time tonight, he singled on his first time around. Played at Canisius almost 20 years ago, but more recently played in the 2013 NABF World Series with this team. And 2 balls on him already. He has been with the Diesel for a very long time, a staple of this team. And that one flown into deep right field. It's going back. It'll drop in for a ground rule double. So that bounces way over the wall. A run coming in. And it's runners on first and third after the ground rule double by BJ Stack. So it is now a 5-0 ball game. And hit number 5 and 6, 5, 6, and 7 already in this inning for the Diesel. And that one in for strike 1 on Aiden Morose. 1 down, runners on second and third. Could be big trouble for the Orioles. That one flown into right field. That'll go, that'll go foul. That was more of a pop-up in the end. 2 strikes on the board for Aiden Morose. As Tong returns to the mound, trying to field that foul ball earlier. In this 5-0 ball game. That one way inside for the ball. And very fitting. I mean, this stadium named after Sal the Barber himself, Sal Magli. Loved those inside pitches. Grounded to Dunn. Tries for home. No success there. And that will be a base hit. As the run scores with runners on the corners for the Diesel. It's 6-0 on the RBI single for Aiden Morose. And now up to bat. That one going to be into right field for the base hit for Ryan Baruti, who I didn't even have the chance to announce before he hit that one. Another run will score. It's still runners on the corners. Disaster striking for these Orioles. Another run in on that one. The prior at bat will go down as a fielder's choice, though. And here's Nick Galenti, the number 10 hitter here for the Diesel in this 7-0 ball game, trying to expand on that with runners on the corners. He swings and misses. 1 strike and 1 out for the Orioles here. And Snooze will try for first after the ball right there. No success on a pickoff attempt. 1s across the board. Ball strikes, outs. Tong, the 1-1 will be called for ball 2. That one a little low. And that one is going to be grounded foul. Third base coach coming up with that one. But 2-2 with 1 down here as the Diesel try to really get this game out of reach if they haven't already. That one, another one behind the batter. That goes wild. Runners advance. Another run on the board. It's 8-0. At this point, the Orioles might be coming to expect it. 2 pitches today already behind the batter. And ball 4 is taken. It's runners on first and second. As Galenti walks. So it's Galenti on first. It's Baruti on second. And it's back to the top of the lineup with Jacob Victor coming up to bat for the 3rd time today. That one grazes inside for the ball. So Jacob Victor, he batted in the 1st inning and doubled. That one into deep center field, and that will not be caught. That'll drop again. Bounces off the wall, and it's another double and another run. Runner will hold at 3rd, and it is 9-0. Wow, this is really getting out of hand. So still only 1 down as Mark DeLeo comes up. The Diesel threatening to bat around, which is really hard to do in a 10-bat lineup. And we'll have a conference on the mound with the manager / first baseman Jason Malloy, catcher CJ Snooze coming in to talk. Other infielders surrounding around him. Got to see if we'll have a pitching change here. Although not many guys here for the Orioles, so we'll have to see what they do here. It's a 9-0 ball game in the favor of the Diesel. The mercy rule in this league, 10 after 5. Diesel threatening to make that happen. And that one outside for the ball, and the pickoff attempt fails. Runners are going. It's 10-0. Oh my goodness. This game is out of hand. The errors have just continued to pour down for these Orioles. It's a 6-run inning for the Diesel. If you thought 4 was a lot in the bottom of the 1st, wow, this has been quite the inning. That one outside. And 1 down. DeLeo will take another one outside here. It's 2 balls on the count. The lefty tripled on his first at bat. He swings and misses. He has also, like Victor, batted in every single inning of this game. The RBI triple in the 1st, the E4 in the 2nd. Takes that one outside. For ball 4, he'll walk. The first ball came on that wild pitch. We've got runners on the corners once again, still only 1 down. And this is Matt Wiedelsbach, the last batter who has not batted yet in the 3rd inning for the Diesel. So unless there's a double play here, the Diesel will bat around. And that one called for the strike on the low end of the strike zone. That one fouled off into the over the first base stands. Excuse me. Now 2 strikes on the count. The strikeout here would still lead to the Diesel batting around. Doesn't matter. And that one almost catches him inside. Two balls on the count now. It's a 10-0 ball game. This all started right when the Diesel came up to bat. A double followed by a triple. It's just gotten out of control. That one grounded to Dunn. Out at first. No out at second. The run will score. Or excuse me, it was the out only at second. So the run scores on the ground out for the Diesel. And here comes Jasinski for the second time this inning. Reached on an error the first time around. With the runner on first, Wiedelsbach just got on the fielder's choice. That one deep into center field. And that is out of here. My goodness. And if it wasn't over already, it's getting pretty close. The home run, 2-run shot by Jasinski makes this a 13-0 ball game. A little bit anticlimactic. That was only the 10th hit. They've scored 13 runs on those, in addition to a bunch of errors. That one outside for a ball. Takes ball 2 right there. Mike Wagner. Will he take a 4-pitch walk here? There's been a lot of those tonight. The 3-0. He will not bite on that. It's ball 4. And the parade continues for the Buffalo Diesel. 13-0. This rally made the home run by Jasinski look minuscule compared to everything else that's been going on, and that was a great home run into deep center. Another conference at the mound, this time just Tong and Snooze. Malloy, the manager, staying out of it. Neil DeMartin, the Diesel's own first baseman, up to bat with 2 down. And that one taken. Another one low. So 2 balls on the count. That one flown into shallow center. And he'll come down with that Walter for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 4th after these messages.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
We are back for the bottom of the 4th. It's 13-0 here as the Orioles are falling short against the Diesel. Thus far, due up is Jason Tong, the starting pitcher, as well as Matt Ham and the catcher, C.J. Snooze. And this fourth inning is brought to you by IBEW, Johnny Ryan, and Coca-Cola. And here comes Jason Tong. With a 13-run deficit to overcome. Most of which on him, he was pitching. And he takes ball one. Tong struck out on his first at-bat. This is his first time up since then. In this 10-batter lineup, one strike on Tong right there. He swings and misses. That one is grounded foul. Burden returning to the mound after getting ready to field that one. Ham in the on-deck circle. And that one is going to be chopped down the middle. Diving play by Wagner, but it's not enough. The base hit. That is the first hit of the game for the Orioles. And it's Jason Tong, the pitcher. So Matt Ham will come up to bat with the runner on first. And nobody out. Burden curves that one, but Ham will bite. It's strike one. The 0-1. Another swing and a miss. Ham swinging at everything right now. And 2 strikes on board. The runner on first hoping to advance, but swing and a miss right there. It's strike 3. Down he goes, Matt Ham. And it's 1 out. So 1 on, 1 out as the catcher CJ Snooze comes up to bat. And unless there's a double play, Kevin Walter, who's on deck, will also bat. That one called strike 1. And check swing, but yeah, that'll be called for strike 2. And that one outside. They will not call that check swing a strike. And the runner advancing to second on the pass ball. So the 1-2 runner on second. Taken for the ball. Burden looks back at second. Now throws. That one grounded right down the middle. Back to Burden. And it'll be the out at first. And 2 down with the runner on second as Kevin Walter comes up to bat after the 1-3 for Snooze. And Kevin Walter walked on his first at bat. Takes strike 1 here. Orioles only 1 hit in this game. That just came in this inning. That one way outside for the ball. And want to remind those watching there is a 10-run mercy rule after 5 innings. The Diesel, if they hold this lead, will be able to execute that. It's now a 1-2 count on Walter, the hitter. That one near the dirt and outside for the ball. 2s across the board. Balls, strikes, outs. Burden looking to put away this inning. He'll have to wait another pitch at the very least. Full count, 2 outs. And on second with a lead is Tong. And that one fouled off. Walter not making this easy for Jace Burden. He's really worked him in both his at-bats tonight. It was a long at-bat before his walk in the second. And another long at-bat here. We'll see who wins this battle this time around. That'll be taken for strike 3. Strike 3 looking, and Burden, the winner of this duel the second time around. We'll be right back.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
Who is... We welcome you back for the bottom of the 4th inning, and we want to remind everyone to follow us on our social media platforms at NF Americans on Instagram, Niagara Falls Americans on Facebook and TikTok, and at Americans PGCBL on Twitter. So we come back for this bottom of the 4th, and we have a call to the bullpen for the Orioles. It's Anton Chilvis. He was originally supposed to bat in the lineup tonight. Now coming in relief for Jason Tong. And he'll warm up as we have due up for the Diesel to Martin, Stack, and Morose. Excuse me, DeMartin batted in the last inning. So it's Stack, Morose, and Baruti. In this 13-0 ball game. And the Diesel out hitting the Orioles 10-1 as well. So Orioles have not really seen that much of a retaliation effort in this game so far. And here's BJ Stack. The lefty. He singled on his first at-bat. And then the ground rule double on his second at-bat. So technically a triple and a homer away from the cycle, but we might not get to that point. Bottom of the 4th, mercy rule is 10 after 5, and the Diesel have a 13-run lead. That first one fouled off for a strike, now the 0-1. That one is going to be into left center field, and the leaping play, caught by Walter. And it's out number 1 right here. For the Diesel. And here comes the next batter, Aiden Morose. That one close to him inside for the ball. And the 1-0 by Chilvas over the head of Barros, the catcher. Barros has grounded out and grounded into a fielder's choice tonight. Takes that one outside. The 1-2 coming in for Chilvas here. That's in the dirt. Two count. Aiden Rose looking for his first hit of the night. He's certainly made an impact, though. That one fouled back behind him. Heads right to the netting behind home plate. Walking around behind Morose is the on-deck hitter, Ryan Baruti. And that one hits him. He takes his base. So the runner on first for the Diesel. And Ryan Baruti comes on with Morose already on base. Takes that one. And Baruti ready, 1 ball on the count. Another one outside. These Orioles pitchers have loved that left batter's box. They're taking all these lefties outside, all these righties inside. Swing and the miss right there by Baruti. That one almost hits him. In this bottom of the 4th inning, runner on first, 1 down, the Diesel. See if they can add to an already huge 13-run lead. That one fouled off for the strike. One down, 1 on. The payoff pitch here from Anton Chilvas, the reliever. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. Out number 2. And here comes Galenti for the 3rd time tonight. Grounded out, walked. And he'll try to make something happen here with 2 down for the Diesel. That one taken. Late strike call. And here's the 0-1. That one is going to be floated to the shortstop for out number 3. And we head to the top of the 5th after these messages. We'll be right back.
My fellow American fans, my name is Frankie Morris, your social media manager. You can join us all summer long with many promotional nights and tickets just as low as $10. You can call and get tickets at 716-215-6161 and take a crack at the action.
We are back, and we've got a call to the bullpen. It's Connor Ryan coming in for the Diesel. And this fifth inning is brought to you by Tropical Heating and Cooling. Call 716-870-0753 for expert service. And we'll get you a quick update here in the game between the Muck Dogs and the Tarp Skunks. Apologies, we do not have an update for you there just yet, but we are underway in this top of the fifth as the Diesel try to close out this game with Ryan on the mound. And due up for the Orioles, Ferguson, Parent, and Malloy. They're going to need 4 runs to keep this a ball game. Otherwise, this one is over. And Ferguson getting ready to face the righty Connor Ryan. Chilvis will actually bat now after he came in relief. He was in the initial lineup, just wasn't here yet until now. So Chilvis on deck. And Ferguson will lead us off in the top of the fifth. As the catcher, Aiden Morose, will conference on the mound with Connor Ryan. Ferguson already in the batter's box. And the Diesel have a 13-0 lead. They win if the Orioles do not score 4 runs right here. The first pitch from Ryan, swung and missed on for strike 1. Ferguson, swing and a miss again. 2 quick strikes by Connor Ryan. He's making quick work here. As Ferguson, the right-hander, gets ready to go. 3-pitch strikeout. And Connor Ryan starts out this inning on fire. All swings and misses. He's making Ferguson chase. And here is Chilvis coming up to bat. Mark Parent now moved to the bottom of the lineup where he bat a little earlier. And Chilvis takes that one low for the ball. 1 ball, 1 down. Malloy on deck. Swing and a miss. Jason Malloy, the manager and a player, played first base throughout this game for the Orioles. But the 1-1 count on Chilvis, the reliever here. That's taken inside for the second ball. Connor Ryan has thrown 6 pitches, already retired 1, looking to retire a second. That one grounded, and Galenti will get that to first for out number 2. So the easy 4-3 will retire Chilvis. And here comes Jason Malloy, the manager, with the last hope here for the Orioles. He'll have to do it himself. And the pitch from Ryan, 8th of the inning. He'll take ball 1. And 1 ball and 1 strike here on Malloy. That one going to be grounded. DeMartin will field it, and that'll do it. This one is going to be wrapped up right here. And the Diesel coming to celebrate in the middle of the field. Final score, Diesel 13, The Orioles 0. And this Diesel team will be back. We'll take a look at some upcoming games here. Next up on the Niagara Falls Americans Network will be the Americans at the Muck Dogs on Wednesday. They'll play June 4th at 6:30. I'll be back on the call in Batavia on Wednesday. But if you want to see the Diesel play again, they will come back to face the Americans this July on the 8th, on the 21st, right here at Sal Magley. So lots to look forward to here for these Niagara Falls Americans. And the Buffalo Diesel will come back and play at this stadium. When they come back, they'll be here with former Niagara Power player Andrew Fraun. He was not able to make it tonight, but exciting things ahead for them as well. We'll take a look at the whole Niagara Falls Americans June schedule before we wrap up here. And as I said, Batavia first up on the 4th, but the home opener on June 6th will be against the Niagara Ironbacks. And plenty of games on the schedule after that. They'll play all 7 teams in the West Division over the course of the month of June. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I've been your play-by-play broadcaster, Andrew Roberts. We thank you so much for tuning in to the Niagara Falls Americans YouTube channel. It's been the Orioles. It's been the Diesel. Final score, 13-0.